I used to be a blank canvas. If you look carefully now, it might look like I have faint stretch marks. My heart was once a blank canvas too. Then I turned towards the box cutting knife on my desk. Scars were once easy to hide, but I can't say the same now since they're on the inside and the outside. My first canvas was my heart. It was easy to hide each stroke that was drawn onto it, whether it was me or someone else drawing. Others drew first, before I began blaming myself for everything and I became the one who continued filling in my canvas. As my canvas became full, I began to feel tired. Maybe there's another canvas I could draw on. Myself. I'm a canvas. Before I started working, I thought about the people who cared. Venting had always been a struggle. It felt like I was adding more pain onto other canvases full of other marks. All my friends never used themselves as a canvas. Would they understand? Maybe nobody understands. But what if they do understand? And when I tell them, they freak out and tell someone else. I was scared, so I started hiding in the shadows to avoid other comments. My arm became my next canvas. The black box cutting knife on my desk, my paintbrush. Whenever I was about to draw onto my first canvas, I picked up the paintbrush, position it correctly, then draw lines until everything felt okay. And if one stroke doesn't work, try painting more lines. Eventually I got used to it. To stop myself from drawing on my heart, I grabbed my paintbrush to make more lines. A few clear lines still remain. Especially when I stood in the sunlight, the lines on my arm were noticeable, convincing me to keep drawing. I knew I had to stop eventually, but cutting felt like an addiction I couldn't quit. I always went back to marking up my second canvas, despite my friends telling me to stop. Cutting made me wonder if I was adding paint onto my friends' canvases and my own. So I walked into the sunlight and confessed the truth. After all, adding paint to their canvases made me feel guilty. When I walked out into the sunlight, I turned in my paintbrush. November 22nd, 2022. From there, I started to resist the temptation of painting on my second canvas, and I focused on removing every mark that was ever drawn or painted onto my heart. Not every mark was fully erased, but now I can stand in the sunlight while feeling strong. I used to believe scars were an ugly part of me that needed to stay hidden, but now they're a sign of strength. Because I've been through so much and I've fought so much. However, none of the battles killed me. Looking at the strokes of my paintbrush reminds me to stay strong and keep fighting. At the end of the day, I know I don't want to lose the war. The lines on my arm still try convincing me to continue painting, but I don't want to continue anymore. I haven't drawn at all this year, and I don't want to do it again. Thank you.